Part two of the amazing trades we took today. Again, it is the 29th. It is 7:37 now. You can go back to my previous video and I can break down everything I did with you guys for my initial trade, which was a breakout of this zone right here and then push to our next zone. This was the first trade we took today. And then for our second trade, if you guys weren't sure about taking the breakout, I just saw this major consolidation point. I knew that if we were going to come above here, we would probably push through this zone right here. But if we were below this, then we were going to push at least to this zone. And this is why I got out, because of that large rejection on the 5-minute. But as you can see, we continue to sell down. I was waiting for another entry point. At this point, we were 15 minutes into the market. So I want to point out to you guys yesterday, if you didn't watch the previous video, and make sure you guys are following me because the course is launching. I spent all day yesterday filming tons and tons of videos, going over absolutely everything for you guys. But our zones, we did not mark up any new zones today except for these two right here, this one and this one, because I thought maybe price could potentially come down here, but I will go over what it's doing currently. So this is, again, just a small little recap. Yesterday, waited for this move all day. We finally got it. I took a nice win on this trade yesterday. And then we had earnings report after hours. As you can see, here is our New York session. London session and New York session overlap. That's the two colors you're seeing here. And then after hours earnings report, here is the Asian session. Market respected our zone so nicely. We just kind of ranged in this zone during Asian session. And then we started to break down. So as you can see, we had a market structure shift. We broke structure right here, came down, broke through our zone, retested, and continued down. Again, same thing. Broke through our zone, retested, continued to push down, and then we consolidated right here because New York was about to open. So New York opened, took this trade right here, took a nice win on that. I will show you guys that actually really quick. We are locked out of the account because we made $8.54 on the Express funded account. And then if we go back to this, I'm going to show you guys the second trade I took because I already took this one, so I just needed one more trade. At this point, I'm turning on my orb. So let's look at our orb and let's turn trading sessions off so we can get a clear, visible image of this. Again, this is why my zones are important to me, is because see how we're sitting in this zone, but also this is the bottom of the orb. This is the bottom of that 15-minute opening range. So this is marking out the high of the opening, and then the low of the 15 minutes, the first 15 minutes of market open. So typically when we're trading this, we're looking for a retest back into the zone and then a push down. We took this trade and I only needed to make a certain amount. Yesterday I went way over my my 30% consistency. And so we are up 582 on this account. I think we did about 1,200 yesterday on the account. I go through everything with that on the course. So 582 plus the, 854 on the day. So if you guys have any questions about this and you have questions about trading in general, drop it in the comments. I'm going to do reply videos today. I just have a few things that I have to take care of this morning, and then I will get into all my reply videos. We are almost done with the course. And then as far as the reversal goes, so the reason I had drawn these two zones, if we look to our left, this was a major zone with these wicks right here. So a wick where price actually stopped. But I saw this as well, so I drew that one also. But as you can see, we stayed right there in that second to top zone. And then I told myself if there was going to be a reversal, so we have Apex accounts we can still trade right now. Apex is more or less just a learning thing for me. It's not, or just, testing out maybe a strategy or something I see. It's not necessarily something I do all the time. But anyways, I saw that price had this huge green candle, so the buyers are stepping in, right? I needed to see that it broke this level. So broke this level and closed, which it did, and then gave us a nice retest and then pushed back up. But as you can see, current price is pushing back down. The expectation here would be a stair step, like basically what we've done. If you look at the market in stair stepping patterns, it kind of breaks it up for you because then you can see price movement. Again, we can go into trend lines as well. These are all tools to help you see the market. They're not necessarily tools for execution. I wouldn't use a trend line 100%. I would have to have other confluences with it, but trend lines are going to help you see where we're going, what's happening. Are we in a downtrend? You know, what is our next move? So keep that in mind when you guys are trading, but if you have specific questions that you need help getting answered, let me know. But that was the second part of this video to wrap up the day on May 29th. Great day trading. I wish every day trading was like this, but unfortunately it is not. If we look back, look how smooth this is. I'm going to make another video actually. So go to part 3 of me helping you understand why this is such a good day and why previous days are really, really tough and really test you mentally. So go to the next video. Make sure you hit the follow button.